As I explored the new places during my travels, I encountered some interesting international borders. For instance, I saw the most heavily guarded border between Uzbekistan and Afghanistan, an extremely remote one in the peninsula of Tajikistan with Kyrgyzstan, and an open one in Ecuador with Peru. On another occasion, while traveling in South America, I discovered the border in the middle of a lake. Here's the whole story. Enjoy. Buenos dias, nomads, from a town called Puno, here on Lake Titicaca in Peru. Today is our final video from this country. We are continuing our journey towards Bolivia. This video is similar as to the first one we started in this journey in Peru. It's going to be a crossing border video. And that's because the crossing is located on an island, which is quite bizarre to me. I've never heard of anything like that. We're beginning our journey in the terminal. We're gonna hop on this minivan and head down to one of the closest towns on the border, then walk over to Bolivia, and then we head to La Paz. Caminando and then Copacabana or La Paz. It took about 5 minutes to get the car full. It cost $1 and it's gonna take 2 to 3 hours, depends on the traffic. So vamos. So far has been really comfortable because we're driving straight, not up and down, nor there's serpentine. But one minus sitting in the back is that you're like a statue. You cannot stretch, you're sitting like that. ¿Tú duelen las piernas? ¿No? Sí. Es like no posible de 2 horas. ¿Está bien? Oh, okay. Now the true adventures begin. We hit a roadblock. Check this out. I wonder how many hours we're gonna spend here for. ¿Qué pasa aquí?
Están trabajando, está asfaltando.
¿Trabajando? ¿Cuántas horas más?
20 minutos yo falta.
20 minutos? Oh, okay.
Leche. Sí.
¿Leche cava o leche chivo?
Leche de
Chivo.
chivo, no, leche de toro.
Toro.
Toros.
¿En serio?
La vaca soltera.
Es muy diferente.
Ah, yeah. Sí, sí, sí.
Sabor. The man is actually selling ice cream for $1.50. Pretty good deal, huh? The road opened and we continued to drive along the lake, admiring nature and eating ice cream. After 3 short hours, first leg was completed. Welcome to the small town of Yunguyu. We're about 3 kilometers away from the border. Now we have to take another transportation. What's special about this town that this is the place where the indigenous people of Aymara descent live. And their main language, where 60% of the people speak, is the Aymara, only 40%, no Spanish. Let's find somebody who knows this language and learn a few words. I found this old gentleman who told me many words in Aymara, but I forgot to press record. Then I started to practice the learned phrases. Kamisaraki. Boliki. Muy interesante, estudiando idioma de Aymara. Sí, porque aquí toda persona habla en Aymara. ¿Eh? Mucho gusto, gracias. Kamisaraki. Necesito voy a la frontera. ¿Cuánto cuesta? 5. Ok, vamos. ¿Cuántos minutos a frontera?
5 a 7.
Okay. We found ourselves a motor taxi. Now we're going to the border. It's about 2 kilometers away. It costs 5 soles. By the way, the colectivo that we took from Puno costed $3.50, not $1, as I mentioned before. Because it was a motor taxi, the ride took about 12 minutes instead of 5. We just arrived at the border and the immigration point is right here. Looks like a regular office. Obviously, filming customs control is not permitted, but it was a very simple process that took less than 1 minute. Un Peruvian sol to Bolivia.
Yes.
Okay. First things first, we had to change the money, and luckily the guy had a really high exchange rate. I don't even know why that is. It's higher than actually the one that's on the internet. Now it's time to say goodbye to Peru. It was quite an interesting journey in this country because we learned a lot of the cultural stuff. We saw different types of regions, the coast, the desert, the Andes, and now we're off to Bolivia. And I'm looking forward to it. And I think the episodes that I'm going to shoot there will really interest you. After a short walk, I got another lesson in Aymara.
¿Dónde te vas a ir? Cauxaratas.
Cauxaratas, ¿dónde ahí? Ah, Bolivia.
Ah, está bien.
Okay. Okay. Muchas gracias. This is the border of Peru and Bolivia. Check this out. We have a lady who's changing money. Beautiful sign of Peru. Then we have the cerveza casqueño. Indígenas Aymara. And the perito. Okay, let's cross the border finally to Bolivia on this peninsula. The border was dry now by the Spanish, like usual. The Spanish didn't do the best job creating borders, which led to wars in the decades to come. You can learn more about this in the description in my previous video. Welcome to Bolivia. Immigration. I have no idea where's the immigration. We just crossed the road barrier, but there's no signs or any indication where I should get a stamp. I was just refused to enter Bolivia, and that's because they wanted to see a stamp. Since I have a dual citizenship, they wanted to see an exit stamp of Peru in my other passport. The reason why I wasn't showing the American passport is that you need a visa and you need to pay $160 and a yellow fever vaccine. Of course, I'm going to take advantage of my dual citizenship, and I showed my passport. But they wanted to see an exit stamp on it. I said I don't have it, it doesn't matter. Anyways, welcome to the land of Evo Morales, the place where Che Guevara was assassinated by the CIA, and also the land where McDonald's is forbidden. We found a car full of...
Hablas ruso, no hablas inglés, ¿no?
Inglés porque mucha gente habla inglés in YouTube.
¿Ve?
Yeah, see. We found a local car that's going to take us now and it costs less than $1. A pretty good price, but it's a short distance. On this peninsula, there's a very famous town next to the lake. It's called Copacabana, and no, not Brazil. Looks like Copacabana is a very luxurious place. There's a lot of boats that looks like yachts, really nice houses. Well, luckily we're not staying here. I'm not interested in this type of travel. We can do that anytime you want. This is the Copacabana, guys. Pretty fancy place, isn't it? You have an exclusive hotel right behind me, and in front of me you have this market, I guess. It looks pretty messed up. I mean, this place is really standing out. The construction here is quite European, modernized. Look at there. Copacabana definitely attracts a lot of backpackers due to its preserved indigenous sites. But I had to make my way to La Paz and not lose time. That was enough of Copacabana, and now we're in another ride. Hopefully this is the final leg of the journey to La Paz. And for some reason there's nobody sitting next to me. I wonder why that is. I think I spoke too fast. 5 minutes later we got 2 passengers next to me. So now it's full house. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. The last step to cross into the mainland Bolivia is to get on one of these boats. The van boarded on this wooden boat, but we had to hop on another one, which cost 2 Bolivianos. Now officially we're in Bolivia. I don't know what that island is all about, why it's divided by into 2, but we arrived to San Pablo de Iquina. I explored while waiting for the car to cross, but there wasn't much to see. From here, we had 3 more hours until La Paz. It was time to end the episode. Amigas, I want to thank you for joining me on all these journeys. Hopefully this was quite informative for you. And stay tuned for more journeys around this beautiful country, such as the place where CIA assassinated the great revolutionary Che Guevara, and possibly riding the most dangerous road in the world. So leave a comment, put a like, and subscribe. Until next episode, see you in La Paz.